This amazing options wheel strategy tool is the most comprehensive wheel strategy tool out there. It's indispensable for new and experienced traders alike, and in this short video, I'll explain why. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to give you a quick overview of our options wheel strategy tool. Our other videos will go into greater depth of each of its different features. Check out the description below for links. You can download the wheel strategy tool file from our website at wheeloptiontraders.com, link in the description, and go there for all things related to wheel options trading, including access to our amazing video training course dedicated to the wheel strategy. And there's over 50 videos and counting. Okay, so I have our tool open here. It's an Excel workbook like no other that you've ever seen. It's been over a year in development with hundreds of hours of testing. It's a real labor of love and developed by wheel option traders for wheel option traders. So now you're looking at the dashboard. Now this is a useful snapshot of your active trades, taking live data from the stock market to show you everything in real time. As you can see here, I currently have 5 active puts and 3 active call option trades. For example, you can see here ticker BTU currently has 18 days until expiration at a strike price of $17. And its stock price is currently $23.73. This is live data refreshed every 5 minutes. So for this put option contract, I'm in pretty good shape right now with a nice buffer from my strike. And here you can see stocks that have already been assigned to me and how they're performing in terms of profit since I was assigned them. I'm currently selling calls on these 3 stocks. And over here is some financial performance data. As you can see, I have accumulated a year-to-date profit of $4,954, which is a 14% return on my investment, and that's been achieved through 52 trades. Now, if you're new to all this, don't worry. Our video training course takes you step by step through the whole process and explains everything clearly, including all the terminology I'm using. Okay, and below that is my cumulative monthly profit shown as a graph. And finally, over here is some data on the nature of my trades, showing a breakdown of the market sectors and industries that my trades are in, available for puts, calls, and puts and calls combined together. So this screen gives you a really great overview of your current trades and portfolio position. Now, at the top and bottom of the screen, you can see links or tabs to the other sections of the tool. So let's quickly look through them all. First, let's click on Portfolio. Okay, so this is the main hub of the tool and the one you'll spend most time on. Simply put, it is a list of all your option contracts that you've opened at your broker or brokers. On this screen, you can see the puts and calls that I've sold at my brokers. If you use multiple brokers, you can change the colors here to indicate them. Okay, now let's look at SBLK here. And you can see the company name and ticker symbol, then all the trade details, the expiration date, strike price, premium, and number of options sold. The next section shows the financial details of the trade. So the total value for this options contract, if left to fully expire, is $123. Then, if the option expires in the money, the stock shares will be assigned to you for $1,800. Next up, you can see the underlying stock price when you sold the option, as well as the current underlying stock price. This is live and updates every 5 minutes, or you can manually update the prices anytime when you click this refresh button. Then in the next column, we see how many days left until the option expires. This changes orange when there's a week to go, and red on the day of expiration, and then grey if expired but the trade hasn't been closed. These colors really help in alerting you to these situations. Okay, here we can see the current market premium price of the option, which affects the current P&L. And as you can see, this option is profitable to the tune of $36 right now. If I close the trade by buying back the option, that's the profit I can expect to make on this trade, less broker fees and so on. Okay, here you can see some checkboxes. So let's open them up. Okay, this provides information on prices and values at different option decay rates. And don't worry if this makes no sense to you right now, our other videos will explain in detail. But this helps you decide when to close the trade depending on your strategy. So for example, say I want to close my trades when they reach 60% of potential profit. I can see that this is when the premium for this contract reaches $0.49 and a value of $73.80. As you can see, I'm not quite there yet, so this trade can remain open and active. Okay, let's close these for now. Next is the cells to enter your closing trade details. These trays are all open right now, so this information is blank. And finally, you've got some fundamental information on each company, the sector and industry the company trades in, its market cap, price to earnings ratio, number of employees, and stock market volume averages. So as you can see, there's a wealth of information, and in our more detailed video of the portfolio screen, we'll explain how these can help you make your trading decisions. Also worth pointing out, each screen of this tool has a help button here, and clicking on this brings up these info shapes, which explain everything and helps walk you through the process. And click again to close. Down at the bottom here, I can see the total amount I would need to pay out to purchase the underlying stocks if all my trades get assigned to me. Basically here, I would need to spend $26,500 if this happened. And as my available buying power is currently $50,000, I can see I'm safe if this situation actually occurred. Now, this is obviously a very important metric to keep track of and a great feature to have in this tool. Okay, now these are all your active trades. You can also toggle here to see all your closed trades. These are shown in grey, and here you can see the closed trade details, the closed trade date, as well as the closing premium and the final P&L. You can also toggle to see pending trades. These are trades you haven't yet sold options on, but you are planning to do so at some point. And then finally, all trades, showing all your active, closed, and pending trades on the same screen. All the columns can be ordered by double-clicking their headers, and you can search for tickers in the search box here. So for example, if I want to see all of my trades for ticker MARA, for example, I can type in MARA and click enter, and all my MARA trades are shown. They are all in grey, indicating they're all closed now. I don't have any active trades open on MARA right now. And at the bottom, I can see I've made a profit of $883 on this ticker through the history of my trades in this company. So by double-clicking the final P&L column, I can sort it and see the most profitable option trade was $258, which was closed on the 21st of January 2022. So this gives a quick indication of the power of this tool in displaying information about your trades. Okay, I'll quickly show you how to add and close trades on this screen. Let's clear the search box and make sure Show All Trades is selected. Okay, now say I have sold 3 put option contracts for Apple at my broker as follows. So first I click the green Add Put button here. Okay, it shows put. Now to add the ticker, AAPL, and the row automatically populates with its data. Apple Inc., ticker AAPL, trade date is today, and this can be changed for backdated trades. Okay, let's add the expiration date, which is December the 2nd. Okay, and the strike I sold it at was 110. Okay, the premium received was $0.65 per option, and I sold 3 options. Okay, so now you can see that my option value is $195. So this is the total amount of premium I'd receive if the options are left to expire. If the options expire in the money, I'll get assigned 300 shares of Apple stock, and that would cost me $33,000. At the bottom, I can see how this affects my overall buying power. And we can see we could be in trouble. The total amount that we'd need to pay if all our positions were assigned to us is $59,500, when our buying power is only $50,000. So if this happened, we'd be out of pocket to the tune of $9,500, which is not good at all. This wouldn't be a good situation to be in, and in all honesty, we should look at changing the trade to perhaps 2 options instead of 3. However, let's plow on regardless and see what happens. Okay, imagine it's 4 weeks later. The stock price has been increasing, and checking at my broker, I can see that the option price is now $0.22. So let's enter that here, and you can see the sell has turned yellow. Let's open the 60% decay prices here, and we can see that the current market price is within the 60% range. Other colors indicate different ranges. So for example, if the price was 0.17, the sell would turn orange to indicate that it was in the 70% range. Okay, so back to 0.22. Let's say that my strategy was to close the trade as soon as it reached 60%. I can now instantly see that my target has been triggered and I should close this trade by buying the options back. I do that at my broker and then enter the closing trade details here. The close date, I can leave that blank as it will auto-fill to today's date. BTC is buy to close, and the closing premium was 0.22. Okay, so the row has turned grey to show that it's closed. The final P&L is $129. Your broker will probably deduct some fees for this transaction, so I can edit that cell to show the correct figure, say $127. And it's now complete. But that's not all. We can now see the trade on our trade history screen. Okay, so now here's our trade history screen. We've got the current year selected, 2022, and below we can see all the trades we have completed. These are all automatically added when you close the trade on the portfolio screen. So let's scroll down to see the Apple trade and down to October, and here you can see the full trade details and the P&L for this month. Scrolling back up, we can see some performance data, charts and tables, all showing how well we're doing in terms of profit and return on investment. You can also manually add trades, such as stock that's been sold when your call options are exercised. Okay, now let's take a quick look at the rest of the screens, starting with the watch list. Right, so this one's pretty straightforward. You can add tickers for stocks you are keeping an eye on right here. Click the green Add Ticker button. Type in your ticker. And you've got all sorts of data that you can toggle on and off up here. Double-clicking on each company name will show you its daily stock price chart for the past 6 months. Okay, the final 3 screens are all calculators, and they're really useful in helping us with our trading decisions. And first up is the wheel trading calculator. Now, this tool is extremely helpful. It basically lets you easily calculate how many options you can afford to sell without risking blowing through all of your available capital and therefore getting a dreaded margin call from your broker. You can also use it to strategize which underlying stocks you should sell put options on by comparing potential profits and returns on investment. So for example, say my buying power at my broker is currently $60,000, which you can enter here, meaning I can spend up to $60,000 before running out of money. I'm thinking of selling some put options on Overstock. Okay, so let's complete the table. Enter the ticker OSTK. Okay, it auto-populates, and you can see its current stock price is $25.01. I can select the sector. Okay, now the strike I'm thinking is $18 and at a premium of $0.70 per contract. Okay, so that would mean the stock price would need to drop 28% to reach my strike price. Options sold date, so leave that as today. and expire December 2nd. Okay, so we can see that there is 39 days until expiration. Let's enter 3 options. Okay, and that's everything we need from our side. So we can now see that we can collect a maximum of $210 premium on this trade, which calculates as $5 per day. That's $210 divided by the 39 days, which annualized is a return of 36% on our investment, which is a pretty decent return. Now, if this options trade expires in the money and the overstock shares, all 300 of them, are assigned to us, we'll need to pay $5,400 to buy the stock. At this point, we're fine. Our purchasing power is $60,000, so we have a good buffer. Let's quickly add a few more stocks. Okay, so I've added Exxon and Netflix. As you can see, we're currently fine. In this summary here, we can see that we'd need a total of $39,400 to purchase all stocks shown on this screen, which is still below our purchasing power. However, our return on the Netflix trade is not that great at just 3%. Let's see how selling an additional option changes the situation. So now 2 options. Okay, still not a great return, just a potential of $160. And we can see we'll need $64,400 to purchase all the stocks if things don't go well for us, which breaks our bank. So this combination would not be advised. So as you can see, we can use this tool to plan out our future trades and compare these trades before we go ahead and actually sell put options at our broker. In this case, I'd look at adding other stocks to this tool and running comparisons until I find a combination that creates the best return on my capital, as well as keeping my risk within my limits. Again, in our more in-depth video on this section, I'll go more in-depth and also explain the selling call section. See the link to that video in the description below. Okay, we've got 2 more sections left. Let's move on to the break-evens calculator screen. So if you've ever sold put options and had the underlying stock assigned to you after failing to stay above the strike of your options contract, you'll know about the importance of understanding what your break-even point is. Basically, you'll want to start selling call options on this stock and finally getting the stock exercised away from you. The key is choosing the strike price. And to do that, we need to know what our break-even position on the stock is so we can avoid making a loss on the trade. There's a lot more complexity to choosing your strike price, and we cover this in detail in our wheel strategy course videos. Okay, so this tool helps you easily track the break-even point of your assigned trades. Here you can see the stocks that have been assigned to me. So these are stocks that I now actually own, and I'm selling call options against them to eventually get the stocks exercised away from me, which is sold to an options buyer. So for example, see the ticker FCX here. 100 shares of this stock was assigned to me on the 17th of June at a strike of $35. And since then, I've collected premium from the original put that had expired and 3 call options that have also closed, resulting in a profit on selling options of $343. This means that I've reduced the break-even point on selling this stock by $343. And at the bottom of the table, you can see this means the new break-even point has fallen from $35 to $31.57. So if I sell another call option for $32, I'll still be making a profit if the stock is exercised and sold. By setting a strike at a lower level than the $35 the stock was assigned to me at, I can increase my chances of getting the stock exercised away from me. Alternatively, I can set the stock higher, say $33 or $34, to make a greater profit on the trade. As you can see, there are a number of factors to consider when setting the strike price, and see our course videos for lessons on this. But having this tool gives us the essential data you need to know to make informed decisions. As with the rest of the tool, this process is automated. I'll quickly show you how. Back to the portfolio screen, and let's say our put trade for SBLK has expired in the money and we have been assigned the underlying shares. So let's fill in the details to close the trade on this screen. So in the close trade section, I'll select EXP assigned, and the premium at close is 0. Okay, you can now see the trade is closed. Now let's go to the break-even screen. You can see that a new table has been created for SBLK with the figures added. Now we can see the current break-even point, and each time our call options for this underlying stock are closed, we can update the table and get an updated break-even point. Simple and easy to use. And then when the stock is finally exercised away, you can close the table here. Okay, and the last section to look at is the assigned stock calculator here. Right, this is a simple table listing all the stock that's been assigned to me. As you can see, SBLK has been added automatically to this table. So this is all the stock I actually physically hold right now, and it calculates in real time the current value of the stock, including the profit and loss on it. The beauty of this calculator is that it helps us calculate the potential profit on selling the stock according to the strike price assigned to it. It's a really simple but powerful tool. So for example, let's look at OSTK. The underlying stock was assigned to me on the 22nd of January at $45. And as you can see, the share price has fallen to such an extent that it's currently trading at a loss of $1,999. Now, if we sell a call option, say at a strike of $40, by entering that figure here, we can see that we'd make a loss on the sale of this stock of $500. So we can change this around, say to $45, and here there would be no loss. $46 would result in a profit of $100, and so on. This table updates in real time so we can keep track of the stock we hold and are selling calls against. So there you have the wheel strategy tool. As you saw, it's a really powerful tool and an essential bit of kit for all option traders trading the wheel strategy. The link to our website to download the tool is in the description below, and also check out our other more in-depth videos explaining each section of this tool.